Welcome back to Tech Circumference, where we explore the cloud, Kubernetes, and everything in between. Today, we are breaking down something that confuses even seasoned engineers: OADC, OAuth, and JWT. And funny enough, it all clicked for me during a recent family trip. Last week, I went on a short trip with my kids, and honestly, I was just hoping for a peaceful check in at the hotel. But my kids, they turned into an identity masterclass. So there I was at the front desk, passport, ID, reservation, the usual stuff. And I look over and my kids are staring at me like I'm performing some ancient ritual. They were watching every move, giving the ID and getting the room and receiving a card. And later in the lobby, they started reenacting the entire process. One kid became the identity provider, the other grabbed a notebook and pretended it was a card machine. And then my son said, "Can we keep this key card forever so we never have to check in again?" And that was the moment it clicked. That question, can we keep it forever, is exactly the heart of the identity on the internet. And suddenly every confusing term made sense: OADC, OAuth, and JWT. As we all know, when you check in at a hotel, you prove who you are. That's authentication. That's nothing but OIDC, Open ID Connect. The front desk, your identity provider, checks your documents and says, yes, this person exists and they are legitimate. Remember, no rooms unlocked yet, just identity verified. So after check-in, what happens? We all know the hotel gives a key card. It's tamper proof and it is encoded. And remember, it is time limited. That's your JWT, JSON Web Token, a signed token proving what the hotel just verified. If at all, if we lose it, we panic, right? That's what, because security suddenly becomes very real. So once we have the key card, we just walk around the hotel and we tap your key card everywhere. Like, you go to a pool, you go to gym, you go to breakfast lounge, you go to elevator. And if you see, each place checks, is this card allowed here? That is nothing but the OAuth. That is doing the authorization. Are you permitted to access that? So it checks your permissions, where you are allowed to go. So if we summarize technically, OIDC proves who you are, and it is the identity layer on top of OAuth. So OIDC is the part that gives you an ID token with your identity claims, like your name, your email, who issued that token, and when it expires. Everything the app needs to trust you, you are really you. Just like a hotel checking your passport and reservation. And what is JWT then? So JWT is the key card, a compact signed token that carries claims the system can trust: who issued it, who it is for, and what scopes it includes, and when it expires. And because it is signed, the door doesn't have to call reception every time. It can verify the key card on the spot. And what is OAuth then? OAuth defines what you can do. It is the authorization framework. OAuth doesn't care about identity. It all looks about what permissions you are carrying and what is the scope of that and the access tokens. Your key card doesn't ever say who you are. It simply decides which door clicks open. Together, OADC tells the system who you are, and JWT carries the proof and the claims, and the OAuth governs what you are allowed to do. And just like a hotel, my kids accidentally taught me the whole model. Well, a simple trip with my kids ended up explaining what blog posts, documents, and even diagrams could not. It turns out sometimes the best teachers are standing right next to you holding a toy suitcase. If that story helped you understand identity a little better, tap that subscribe button and join me for more cloud adventures. Remember, keycard is not required, I promise. Thank you for watching.